Hi everyone, my name is Jenny Anderton. If you don't know me, I'm a 5th grade teacher at Brooks Elementary. I wanted to film this short tutorial video to help you guys out with creating editable PDFs. I know that there was a video that was sent out and it's super helpful, but I just wanted to go over a few of the questions that I've been getting from other teachers about that video. And then at the end, I'm going to include helpful tips and tricks that were not included in that video. If you already know how to upload a PDF into a Google Slides, just go ahead and skip ahead past this first part. Okay, so the first step would be to go to your drive and to do the plus new and choose Google Slides. Okay, once you have a blank Google Slides open, you are going to go over to File and Page Setup. So the reason that we're going to click on Page Setup is we're going to change the size of the page. Because when we go to import our PDF, most PDFs are the size of a normal sheet of paper. So we're going to change this so that it fits a normal sheet of paper. The way you do that is you go to the drop down, you click Custom, you're going to change it to 9.5 by 11, and you're going to hit Apply so that it fits a normal size paper. So you often have text boxes like this, and you're going to want to get rid of those before you import your PDF. So the way you delete these, if you click into the text box and you hit the backspace, it's not going to do anything. You got to go to the edge and make sure you see all 4 arrows, click the edge, and then you can click backspace and it will delete that. So I'm going to click the edge, I see all 4 arrows, and I'm going to click backspace. Okay, now to import your PDF. You should have your PDF open in a tab ready to go. So here's one of the questions that I received about the video that was circulating. A lot of PDFs open up originally and they're kind of zoomed in, so you can't see all 4 corners. So in order to take a picture of it, you'll need to see all 4 corners. And some teachers were struggling with how to zoom out. So there's a few different ways to do that. I think the easiest way is if your PDF viewer has this little negative and plus button, that allows you to make it smaller or larger. So you could just make it small enough so that you can see all 4 edges. Some PDF viewers don't have this option. So if your PDF viewer does not, another choice would be to go to the little magnifying glass right here, and you can click on it and you can either make it smaller or larger. One final option would be to go up to your view and go to zoom in or view zoom out. Okay, so now we see all 4 corners, and we're going to use our snippet tool to take a picture of this. Some people were reaching out to me and asking how to use a snippet tool. So it depends on the actual device that you're on. I'm on a MacBook, and there's certain codes for snippet tools with different computers. So if you don't know the snippet tool code for your specific computer, all you have to do is open up another tab over here and type into Google the type of computer you have, MacBook, and then type in snipping tool shortcut. So if you have a Dell, you would say Dell snipping tool shortcut, or PC snipping tool shortcut, or Chromebook snipping tool shortcut. And I happen to know that my snipping tool shortcut for my computer is Command-Shift-4. Okay. So back to my PDF, I can see all 4 corners. I'm going to hold down, because I have a MacBook, I'm going to hold down Command-Shift-4 all at the same time. And you can see that it changes the way my cursor looks. I'm going to go to the top left-hand corner. I'm going to click and hold, And then with my other finger, I'm gonna drag it down to the corner, and I'm still holding this whole time. When I have all 4 corners encompassed, I'm gonna let go, and it takes a picture. So because I have a MacBook, that picture instantly is transported to my desktop. I'm pretty sure most snippet tools will do that for you automatically. Okay, so back to my blank Google Doc. Sorry, my blank Google slide, not Google Doc. I've already changed the size, so it's ready to go. I'm going to click background. I'm going to choose an image. It needs to be uploaded from my computer, so I'm going to click browse, and there it is right there. I'm going to select it and then click open. And now I'm done. Okay, so that's the first step of uploading it onto the actual Google slide. The second portion of how to make it editable would be to use a text box. So you have a little text box icon right here. You click your text box, and anywhere that the student would type, you click and drag and create a text box for them to type into. So it often has really tiny font, so you could change the font, and then the student would be able to type their name. Okay, so that's like the basic setup for how to make a PDF editable. So this next part is going to be about my tips and tricks that I've learned over the last 2 weeks that I think my students will really benefit from. So I'm going to jump over to the version of this that I've already been working on for a while. So you can see in the margins here on the sides that I've included notes for my students that relate directly to this page. So in order to do this, all you have to do, I'll go back over here since it's blank, all you have to do is go to a text box and just create a text box within the margin. I always recommend filling the text box background. You can choose whatever color you're comfortable with. And then you can create a note to your students over here. The note could be academic. Maybe you want to write the directions directly into the margins for this page. Or the note could be instructional, like what should you do if something goes wrong. If I go back over here, you can see that my notes are about just kind of navigating this PDF, because this is the first PDF that they're going to have to work on, and they're super new to this. I have 5th graders, so this is the first time that they're seeing something like this. So you can see over here I said, did you accidentally delete one of the text boxes? Because that's definitely going to happen at some point. I just reassured them that there's ways that they can get the text box back using the undo button, or they can create their own new text box using the text box icon. So this is my second super helpful tip, would be if you are ever creating an editable PDF for your students, please make sure that the text box that you create is filled with a light gray color. The reason being is that if you create a text box for your students to write into, and then you move on to the next page, when the students receive this copy, it looks like the text box does not exist, unless you go to click on it, and then there it is. But the kids aren't mind readers. They're not going to be able to guess where every single text box exists on the page. So it's super easy to click on your text box and go over to this little paint bucket fill. And then I highly recommend doing like a light gray, because it's not very distracting, but it's dark enough for the students to know that it exists. So you can see, if I go back to the one that I've been working on, that throughout this assignment, everywhere that they can type has a light gray text box, and it's very obvious to them because on the very first slide I stated the light gray text box, the light gray boxes are the text boxes. Just double click into the gray box and then start typing. So my students will know from now moving forward that those are text box. So just recapping really quick, you can use your margin for notes for your students, and you can use the fill button so that the text box appear more obviously to the kids. My third helpful tip would be that you can create helpful videos that you link into your actual slide for the kid. So once again, because I have 5th graders and they're only 10 and this is the first time they're seeing this, I went through the extra step of creating this video. So the kids can click on the link and play the video.
Hi everyone, this is Miss Anderton. I wanted to give you guys a helpful video of how to navigate your COVID-19 journal. So for the first page, you'll notice that on the sides of the document, these are called margins, these areas on the side, your teacher has included directions to help you interact and complete your activities.
So I'm not going to make you watch the whole thing, but you get the idea that you can link in videos that give even extra support and instructions to your kids. As far as how to link in the videos and how to create the videos, I think so that this instructional video isn't too long, I'm going to make a separate tutorial video on how I film instructional videos and how I link them in to my assignments. I hope that this was helpful. I know that this is a crazy time for teachers, and I know that everybody is doing the best that they absolutely can. I'm here to support anyone that has questions. I'm more than happy to help. Please feel free to contact me at any time. I hope you guys have a good day and a good relaxing weekend before this April 13th launch. Have a great day, guys.